Hello and God bless you. I'm so excited about an opportunity to get to show you this great business opportunity we have where you can make some extra money in the network marketing industry. One of the first things that you need to do whenever you're talking about changing directions financially, whenever you're talking about doing something different or embarking on a journey which you've never even thought about, is to establish a strong reason why. Why many times stands for what's hurting you. Okay, so I know with me, when I first got involved with network marketing, I was in a situation where I was self-employed and I was doing well for myself. And here's the thing about being self-employed. On one hand, you find yourself praying for customers, praying for clientele, and eventually the client showed up. But when the client showed up, I was making more money, but I didn't have a lot of time to spend the money and spend my time with my friends and family. And so I was doing better than I actually thought I could do in that industry, but I was finding myself in situations where I wouldn't even get to see my own daughter that I lived in the house with for 2 and 3 days at a time, because when I go to work, it's so early that she's not up yet, and when I get home, she's already gone to bed. And so I knew I needed to make a real change, not only in my life, but in my situation for my family, and to do something different. So when you think about your own life and your own situation, the question is, why aren't you living the dream, or why aren't you living the life that you want to live? What's hurting you? If you had all the money in the world, if it wasn't about paying bills at the first of the month, it wasn't about anything like that, what would you do with most of your time? I mean, what would you spend your time? We do these presentations all over the country, and we hear so many answers, like people saying that they want to spend their time spending more time with their kids, retiring mom, retiring dad, paying off the house, paying off student loans, paying off debt, or just doing absolutely nothing, or doing absolutely anything that you want to do in that day. The question is, why aren't you doing it? It's because you don't have the money. Okay, and so and everybody's not broke, but many of the people I know that do have the finances that they want, they don't have a lot of time. And so if that's you, and if you're in that situation, I implore you to take a very serious look at the information that we're about to share, because it could be life-changing for you as it was life-changing for me. So the question is, who is Legacy Network? Well, the founders of Legacy Network have over 15 years of experience in the telecom industry. Members of our marketing team have a track record of advancing in the network marketing industry in record time and becoming top 1% in overall sales. And now our team has come together to establish a network marketing company that creates true residual income. And I harp on that, true residual income. There's so many companies out there. As a matter of fact, if any of you guys that are listening to this presentation are network marketers, you know that most network marketing companies promise residual income. But what I found out was there were so many instances where people were going and doing the work and making the sale and putting the necessary sweat equity into their business. But when they go out and sell services or whatever they're required to do, their residual income is such a low percentage of what they actually earn for the company. And so many people are going out signing up services and selling products, and that service only equates to 3, 4, and 5 pennies at the end of the month. So they were offered true residual income, and it was true in theory, but it wasn't true enough to actually affect their financial bottom line. And so many of these companies that are paying pennies on the dollar is because all of the money goes to the top. But here's my question. If you go and sell a service, why should anybody in your upline, downline, sideline, or anything like that, why should they make more money off that service than you when you're the one that did the work? And so what we've done is we've reversed that. And don't get me wrong, there are plenty of incentives to get to the top, but we've spread the money out throughout the compensation plan so that now the people at the top are not the only ones who are getting paid real money. And so I believe by the way we've constructed our comp plan, we are changing the culture of network marketing by offering true residual income, because our focus is not just to make money. Our focus is to leave a legacy for our children and for our grandchildren, a legacy of faith, service, and wealth. Faith, because we're able to share the belief that we have the divine right to succeed. We have the right to excel. We have the right to success. And of course, service. If you know anything about network marketing, you don't get paid and promoted until you can get your reps paid and promoted. And that's what I love about this industry. One thing that I heard Zig Ziglar say all the time is that if you help enough people get what they want, then you get what you want by default. And of course, wealth. And wealth is not just a bunch of money, but wealth is creating a better quality of life for the next generation. It's where not only can you make some income and some money, but you can actually spend time with the people that you would typically spend the money on. And so it's a great opportunity and a great company. And so the question is, does the economy have you wondering? Listen, if you live in America, either you are worried or you're distracted. Maybe you're distracted by your favorite football team, basketball team. Maybe you're into into retail therapy, I don't know. But if you're taking a clear look at what's going on, you'll find out that lack has become the new normal in a country that is supposed to be the greatest country in the world. People's lives are consumed with debt, with not being able to pay taxes, not having insurance or being underinsured, student loans, and the list goes on and on and on. And the fact is, you need a plan, because if you don't have a plan, I guarantee you are going to work every day building someone else's vision, building someone else's dream, and you need a goal to get to your own dreams. And what about your dreams? The fact is, folks, it's okay to dream. One thing that I love about the network marketing industry, period, is it gave me the opportunity to dream again. It gave me the opportunity to take some of those dreams off the shelf that I had buried in my closet many, many years ago and say, wow, a lot of these things are still attainable. You know, so many of us when we were young, when we were growing up, we had a lot of big things that we wanted to do. We had a lot of places we want to go, a lot of things we wanted to become. But as adulthood hits you in the face and you get hit with bills and marriage and children, so many of us settle for survival. But the fact is, there is somebody out here living this dream. Somebody's taking vacations regularly. Somebody has luxury vehicles and nice homes. Somebody is financially free. And the question is, if they can attain it, if they can achieve it, why not you? They're no better than you. God doesn't love them any more than he loves you. And so here's an opportunity where we can actually experience so many of those dreams and get to the other side of money. Now let's take a hard look at some real numbers, okay? 57% of Americans have less than 1 month's income saved. And I'm going to say that again. 57% of Americans have less than 1 month's income saved. So that means that if anything abnormal happens, that means if somebody gets sick, that means if they need to go out of town, if somebody dies or whatever, they don't have enough money if they get laid off or if the company downsizes. And it's funny, they don't even call it downsizing anymore. They call it right sizing. And what's amazing is what seems to be right for these huge corporations never seems to be right for the individual and for the employee. But if that were to happen to you or someone in your family, it could offset you to such an extreme degree financially that you could not make it into the next month. That's a problem. Over 2 million college students who graduated in 2012 lost their jobs by 2013. And many of these college students weren't even working in their field of choice or in the field that they went to school for. They just took the first job that they could get because that was all the opportunity that was out there. According to June 2013 CNN Money Poll, 76% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. Now, again, this is supposed to be the greatest country in the world. Yet, over half the people in this country, 76%, can't even make it to next week if their income was cut off today. Now that's a problem. And if that is you, if you are one of those 76%, and I've definitely been there, if that is you, you need to take a serious look at the network marketing opportunity and the Legacy Network, to be specific, because you need a plan B. The fact is, what you have been trained to do is absolutely not working. We were trained to do what? Go to school, get great grades, get a good job, work hard for 40 years, and then retire and live your latter years in peace. But the fact is, that is a plan that absolutely does not make any sense. Okay, they're asking you to work 40 years and then retire on 40% of an income that wasn't enough money when you were making 100% of it, and they think that is a sense that is a plan that makes sense for you and for your family. It doesn't make any sense at all. The fact of the matter is, 1% of this country own over 90% of the money that's in this country. And 74% of that wealthy 1% are all entrepreneurs. But you didn't learn about entrepreneurship in school. You learned how to be an employee, because so many people like Rockefeller, people like Carnegie, that were so instrumental in funding our school systems, they made sure that our children were only taught how to work for the wealthy 1%, not actually become a part of that exclusive group of people. Well, the fact is, we need to find out what they know, and we need to start doing life a little bit different so that we can have what some of these other people have. So the question is, what do we do now? Okay, anybody can look at problems, point out issues. That's easy to do, but the question is, what are we going to do to solve it? Where if any of you have ever studied Robert Kiyosaki's materials, I'm sure you know about the cash flow quadrant. Okay, you have the employee, You have people that are self-employed. You have people that are involved with big business, which is just a system of duplication that works for you. You have investors. And so any of you guys that are making money, you make money somewhere in this cash flow quadrant. And like I said in the last slide, if you went to a public school or traditional school, you were only taught how to be on the wrong side of the cash flow quadrant, which is being an employee or to be self-employed. Either you have a job building someone else's vision, or you own a job where if you don't work, you don't eat. And I was self-employed. I was a specialist, right? So that means that if I'm not in the office or at the shop doing what it is that I do, then no money is being generated because I am the job, so to speak. Now, in the business system, now you've got a system of duplication that can generate income for you on the monthly basis independent of your own efforts, right? And that's the way we want to show you how to get paid so that eventually you could become an investor. Because the fact of the matter is, folks, your money can work harder than you ever could. Your money can earn more money than you ever can earn. And so we want to get you to the right side of this cash flow quadrant. And we're going to do it in the industry of telecom. Okay, and why telecom? Why cell phones? There are more cell phones on the earth than there are people. Just think about the people that you know. Who do you know that does not have a cell phone? Everyone you know has a cell phone, because this is an essential service. This is something that we absolutely refuse to do life without. Even now, as we are listening to this presentation, if you got Facebook messages coming through or text messages or calls, you're distracted. Why? Because this is a major part of our life. Why not make money and capitalize off this industry when it is such an essential service? Okay, so 91% of all people on the earth have a cell phone. Now that's amazing. And we know many people that have multiple phones. 56% of people have a smartphone. There are more people that are logging onto the internet via smartphone than a traditional laptop or desktop computer. So things are really shifting, and half of all new wireless accounts added since 2008 have all been prepaid. Okay, and so that's a major shift in one of the biggest industries around, this thing called prepaid service, because it gives people the power of choice, where they're able to choose the phone and the company that they want to work with, as opposed to being locked into all of these crazy contracts, okay? And so I'm excited about the opportunity. I'm excited about what we're doing in our community and able to change the culture of network marketing. And I'm excited about introducing my business partner, Mr. Mike Davis, who no one in the world is more qualified to share the compensation plan with you. I've seen him make a lot of money in this industry. He loves to help people. He loves to have fun. He's a good brother, and he's more than qualified to share with you this last part of the information. So I'm going to introduce him now. God bless.
Hello, my name is Mike Davis, and I'm excited to be with you guys on today and share with you this compensation plan that we have. Many times in network marketing, you get a lot of people who have an uneasy feeling about it because they're used to systems to where only the top people are really making money in network marketing. Well, in my last company that I was associated with, that system was pretty much the same. You know, we were able to make it very, very high in the company, and we made very good money. But the issue was I kept seeing a lot of my team members who weren't necessarily being as successful as I was. They were doing some of the same work. They were coming to the meetings and doing the same type of things, but because they might not have been as charismatic, or maybe because they didn't have as much, whatever it was, they weren't able to achieve that same level of success. So what we wanted to do is we wanted to change the culture of network marketing. We wanted it to be to the point to where anybody can be associated with this business and be able to be successful. The first thing we wanted to address is the question that everybody asks: how soon do I get a return back on my investment? Well, in our business, there is a small investment in order to get involved, and that's $150. But in your first 30 days, we have a way for you to get all of your money back. Okay? So when you first come into our business, you are just a sales agent. In order to move to the next position, which is qualified sales agent, you just need to sign up 4 customers. It could be yourself, your mom, your dad, whoever you want it to be. But just by acquiring 4 customers within your first 30 days, you move up to QSA. And by doing that, you receive back a $160 bonus. Now, there is a $20 a month website fee to be involved in our business also. But remember, every customer you sign up personally, you make $5 per customer per month. So those 4 services that you signed up is $20 per month, and that offsets your website. So just by signing up 4 customers, your business basically is free from that time on, as long as those folks are still customers. So I'm very excited about that. Okay, the next position you're able to get to is called sales manager. The way to get to this position is just signing up 3 people, 3 agents to do the same thing you're doing and to show them how to get 4 customers. Okay, that makes them become a QSA, and by you having 3 QSAs, then you become a sales manager. Okay, and if that's done within your first 60 days, then you get an additional bonus of $250. Now, all of that bonus money together equates to about $425 and about $49 a month residually. Okay. Now, we have other bonuses in place also, but I want to get into the meat of this compensation plan, which is the residual income. Okay, this is how it basically works. We only pay 8 levels deep. Okay, now, and I know some of you are saying, well, I know companies that pay unlimited levels deep, and I do too. But what they do is they tell you they'll pay unlimited levels deep, but what they actually do is just pay you pennies, or a half of a penny, or half of that penny, and they're just able to say that it's residual income paying unlimited levels deep, but it's not enough to affect your bottom line. So what we did is any customer you sign up personally, you make more money than anybody else off that service. You make $5 per month off every service that you sign up. You also get a one-time $15 bonus for signing up that customer, but it's $5 a month then on. Okay. Now, if I sign up another person in the business, another agent up under myself, and that person signs up a service, they would then be getting that $5 a month because that's considered their first level. And since it's my second level, I will be getting $2 a month for that service. The third level pays $1. The fourth level is $1. Fifth level is 50 cents, then 40 cents. Then the last 2 levels is 15 cents a piece. So as you can see, we wanted to really make sure that we were able to give a person dollars on the dollars instead of pennies on the dollars. Okay. Now, we estimated the minimum monthly residual income that a person would be receiving per position. So at qualified sales agent, you would be getting $20 a month, and that's just enough to at least offset the website to where you can do business for free. As sales manager, it's $49 a month is the estimated monthly residual income. Okay, and that's enough to basically get a free cell phone because our cell phones are $49.95 a month. Okay, now marketing executive, which is the next position, the monthly residual estimated bonus is about $124 per month. Okay, and then marketing director is $383 per month. But marketing director is the position that I want most of the people to be able to at least get to, because at marketing director, what we've done is we've also added some monthly guaranteed position bonus. And I believe this is huge because in my previous company, what happened was even though I made it to those top positions, what they would do is in order for me to consistently make money, I would have to keep producing. So what they did was, yes, I was at a position to where I could make a lot more money, but I still had to keep producing. What we've done is we've gotten it to the point to where just by holding your position and maintaining that position, we give you a monthly guaranteed position bonus. And at marketing director, not only are you making $383 per month off just the residual, you're also making a guaranteed position bonus of an extra $500 that we throw in there every single month just for maintaining your position. Okay, now let's look at national marketing director, which is one position above that. The monthly residual estimated income is about $1,000 per month, $1,004 to be exact. And we also have thrown in an extra $2,000 on top of that. So just at national marketing director, you're looking at a little over $3,000 a month just for holding that position. Now, if you're producing, you're making even more, but just for holding that position, that is the estimated minimum amount that you would be receiving. Okay, so senior national marketing director is about a little over $2,100 a month in residual, and also an extra $3,500 for the monthly guaranteed position bonus. All the way up to diamond marketing director, which we give you a guaranteed $15,000 per month just for holding a position, and the monthly estimated residual income is a little over $14,000. Now, when you get to that senior national marketing director, we've also thrown in a car bonus, and It's $1,000 a month towards your vehicle. And the vehicle we have at that position is a white Mercedes-Benz. Okay, now this is very significant because this car is not necessarily production based. Now you do have to produce to get to that position, but just for holding and maintaining that position, we'll give you $1,000 every single month to go towards that car. Now in my previous company, the way they did it was, even though I was at that position, they would give me up to $800. In order for me to get that $800, I would have to put 60 people in the business every single month to get that whole $800. And if I didn't put that amount of people in the business per month, then I was on a hook to pay that car note myself. So I think this is very significant, as if for us to say, hey, we're going to give you $1,000 a month guaranteed just for holding that position. Okay. And we keep paying extra money all the way up to Diamond Marketing Director, which is $4,500 towards the car that you want. We have 3 to choose from right now: Aston Martin, Ferrari, or Lamborghini. Whatever color you want. We basically called it your dream car. But I think it's huge because this car bonus is not based on once you get to the position of still being able to produce, but even if you have an off month here or there, we're not going to stop your car allowance just because of that. So remember, guys, your investment is only $150 and it's $20 a month for your website, and your return is a changed life. Okay, but remember, guys, it's not about us. It's not even about Legacy Network. What it is about, though, it's about your legacy. What will your legacy be? The Bible says a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. Okay, and that's what we wanted to address. So get back with the person who invited you to see this video link. We thank you for your time. We appreciate everything, and God bless.